Witchy blessings, beautiful soul travelers. Welcome to Venusian Empress Oracle. You're joining Empress Melissae. We're going to be getting into a reading using our Witch's Wisdom Oracle cards. And if you're joining me for the root to the roof ascension energy, building those chakras up, we are now on the blue energy, tapping into everything from blueberries to lapis lazuli, labradorite. All right, we're working on the throat chakra, which is Vishuddha in the Indian culture. So this is what we're working on building at this time. Learning how to tap into the energy of our voice. All right, I am powerful. My words are powerful. They manifest my reality. My words are my wand. Very important for us to remember. All right, your words are very powerful. They birth and rebirth over and over again new possibilities, fertility. All right, you could be getting pregnant at this time. Be careful, it is that time of the year, you know. If you're practicing, you know what they say. We're going to be getting into, again, the Witch's Wisdom Oracle cards. We'll also get into the Jack-o'-lantern tarot. We got a Six of Wands and a Page of Swords. Yeah, somebody is definitely trying to see how they can have some success with something. You could be researching, looking into things more, or someone else is, that's for sure. Ace of Pentacles, this could be all about money, all right? Success in whatever ventures you may have going on at this time. Could be getting a new promotion, career, upgrade in some way, and a money aspect of things. So definitely look for even a lottery win, perhaps even. So I'm feeling like this could be around love, though. This is the Lenormand Reverie cards. All right, we've got the Swan Lovers energy coming out with the ring. I do feel like someone could be perhaps proposing. 222 energy could be a big decision on the table. Flowers as well, so somebody could be getting their flowers. Recognition, promise ring. That's exactly why I got this ruby ring myself. It's a promise to myself to stay on track and make sure I get to my goals and have that success. Maybe you're in that same boat as well. Let me know. I'm going to flip the divination coin at the end to get an answer to your question, so do stick around to the end for all of the good stuff. Now, if you were drawn here, there is a 99% chance that you are going to find a message here. And if any part resonates, thank you so much for hitting the like button and leaving a comment below. Subscribe and hit the bell notification if you're enjoying the content. Thank you so much, angels, ancestors, way showers, and guides. We honor you for the circle of wisdom and protection. Evil eye back to sender, and thank you so very much. Blessings to all who are here, and I do hope your full moon, strawberry moon, lots of transformation and things of that nature going on. If you have not already checked out your zodiac reading for the strawberry supermoon energies, I do have those up. You may want to check those out. We've got altar here with the rebirth energy, so you may have set up an altar, and that came out within the last few weeks, I think just before the full moon, talking about dedication. You know, they never had your dedication, right? Been tilling that work, been putting in that work, if you will, to get that stability in place, right? Grounding that energy. Worked so hard, forgot how to vacation, right? May have felt like you've been in a lot of winter months, like you've been doing a lot of planting, waiting for the harvest to come, perhaps. But we saw that Ace of Pentacles, so definitely something good is coming. Two cards came out. Athame with Boundaries and Invocation Ritual. So definitely make sure that you're staying within the boundaries, all right? Making sure that you're being honorable, cutting away what you need to, all right? Because when we're calling in this energy, especially if you're working with other people in doing so, okay? Because this could be you could be working in a group. Maybe you could be needing to put up your boundaries with somebody, you know, I see a hand to the face kind of situation. Maybe somebody is overstepping, causing you, you know, to perhaps feel a little edgy and out of balance yourself while you're in this process of bringing in a lot of great things. Pentacle and respect. Definitely got to have respect for the pentacle, right? And all of the hard work that goes into it. With the pentacle, you know, this is encompassing all of yourself. Everything from the air, fire, water, earth, and spirit aspects of creation, right? And that's what you may be calling in. Maybe you're working with a group of people that you're calling in this, you know, energy, or maybe you're learning how to in a group together or something of that nature is what I see coming out here. But be aware if you ever feel like that, you know, anybody that you're following, getting guidance or information from, because we did see that Page of Swords energy coming out, right? In the beginning, in the pre-shuffle. So you may need to have your boundaries up against things you may be learning about other people that may not be sitting well with you, and you may find that perhaps, I don't know, I'm just getting an energy of maybe them not working as honorably when I see this respect. You know, maybe the people that you're working around in your workplace are unethical and you just don't feel good about staying where you are. Perhaps you're putting your boundaries up because it's kind of like you go from this light to dark aspect when you go to work. It's almost like you have to not allow other people to see what you're working on, you know, behind the scenes, because this guy is like writing in the background and he's got a candle. It's like burning the midnight oil. I feel like it's you putting in that extra work, if you will, perhaps because you may be around people or working with people that you have to have your boundaries up with, that you don't feel good about working around, but perhaps you have no choice at this time while you're working hard on your other aspect of things, if you will. So I'm going to read the Athame card, at least just a little bit, and then we'll get into the tarot. The Athame card says, you are being diverted from your path. Focus on what is truly important. Honor your beliefs and yourself. Do not give in to superficial demands of others. Set clear boundaries. You would benefit from energy healing. Do you feel that any of these apply to you? Definitely you can say this spell if you would like to help to set those energies right. Get to the point and draw the line. Athame appears as a warning sign. Attention claimed. Now cut those ties. Focus returned. Now you shall rise. This magic is worked with harm to none, so mote it be. There, it is done. So I feel like you are going to be cutting ties perhaps with people perhaps that you have been working with, even if this isn't in a magical nature. Again, this could be around your work where you earn your money, but I do feel like someone is definitely working on things behind the scenes so that they can get themselves balanced, right? Where you can be in this position to leave perhaps where you have been working, to either go to another place of work that's going to allow you to be working with people that you feel better with energetically, or, you know, cutting the ties, if you will, so that you can release yourself to start working on what it is that you know that you should be working on, that's going to be kind of like not working for yourself, but being able to be that alchemist, if you will, and generate your own income and be independent and free from a a corporation, if you will, or having a job, being able to be that entrepreneur, which I feel is one of the goals of being able to attain, if you will, release from karmic ties to the earth, the earthly plane, being able to clear our debt and not having anything that ties us energetically to this earth, right? But nonetheless, this is about having that happy home, happy life. 6 of Wands, 4 of Wands comes to 10 of Wands, though. So there could be a lot of burdens in trying to reach that success. Maybe the difficulty that you are having with that invocation energy could be in relation to your home life, right? It's almost like you have to leave the situation you're currently in to be able to have the success that you want, regardless of if it is home or work, you know, because it feels like the people that you're around may not be people that you feel like you can trust, or that you constantly have to have your boundaries up around. And again, this card talks about cutting ties. 3 of Pentacles energy coming out, you know. You want to be able to work with people that you're going to have success with. And maybe that's not been the case up to this point. And this is, you know, perhaps been something that you've really been thinking about that's been affecting you. So let's take a look at the energies and see what is going on, shall we? What you may not see coming or experiencing at this time crossing you is Magician in reverse. Again, feeling like that everything that you're doing is more or less not working. So, you know, trying to figure out, well, what is it I need to cut away? Perhaps who is it I need to cut away so that I can get my energy back into a better place again. And so my magic, my mojo is working for me once again, because I do feel like maybe somebody feels like their energy is blocked, and that absolutely could be the case. All right. And it could be because you may feel like you have a lot coming at you. You may feel like you never get an opportunity to really focus on what you need to, right? Because there is so much coming at you. And this absolutely could be throwing your energy off, if you will. All right, crossing you, King of Pentacles in reverse. Definitely not feeling like you have the stability in place that you would like to at this point. Either that, or you're dealing with a earth sign, Taurus, Gemini, Taurus, Virgo, or why can't I think today? Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. So this could be you, or this could be somebody that you're dealing with, or this is the situation of the stability of your finances, things of that nature, not being in one place. Maybe you feel like a lot is coming at you, like you need to owe, or things that you do owe, if you will. So financially, it's kind of like more could be needing to go out than you have coming in. Queen of Swords in reverse. All right, you could have been dealing with somebody who was dishonest, or maybe you just weren't completely honest with yourself about the fact that, you know, this is a situation that you needed to leave. Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius energy as well that you could have been dealing with. But really, this is just energy of people. So we're talking about somebody not feeling like their stability is in place, maybe needing to be honest with themselves about perhaps how bad the situation could be. Queen of Cups in the past energy. So it does feel like that either there was another person in this situation, another feminine energy, or you definitely were in more of a balanced situation in the past, feeling like you did have, you know, you felt good in general, that things were more in place. At this point, maybe you feel like you have dealt with a lot of people around you that you couldn't trust, all right? Especially if you're one of these feminine energies and this masculine was dealing with another person, right? So maybe this is that energy that you came to understand that somebody was more or less working against you in any case. This King of Pentacles could also be your boss, you know, could be the one that's in charge of the money and maybe throwing a lot of responsibilities at you if this does have to do with the workplace, but not really paying you appropriately or not really treating you appropriately. And that would definitely have you pissed off. Maybe you really enjoyed this job at one time, if this is what we're talking about as far as money is concerned. This was a job you felt like perhaps at one point that it was your dream come true type of a job, right? But now all you want to do is get out of there. You just feel like that people are catty, perhaps, cliquey, like you're more or less in high school, yet, you know, we're all grown up. Anybody ever feel like that sometimes? That's the water cooler energy. You're definitely not in a place that's going to allow you to have positive growth and movement forward. Not in this particular type of situation, regardless of what it is that you're dealing with. This is where it's like you always have to have your boundaries up and in place around this person or around these people. And you may be looking at, you know, what is the next plan forward? Yeah, I may have to rebuild. I may have to go slower with things than I planned to initially. But perhaps this is going to be the best way, you know, moving forward is in a different direction, if you will. I just saw 1616 on the timer. Yeah, because the way you may be looking at this situation is that it definitely is perhaps not allowing you to be able to have any growth from a financial perspective. Maybe you're capped out as far as, or maxed out as far as how much you can make at this particular place. And yet at the same time, you find that you just get more and more responsibilities thrown at you, and it just feels like everybody around you is just working against you and maybe don't like you or hate you anyway, right? So you probably just stay to yourself a lot. Nine of Cups in reverse, hopes, wishes, and fears. Perhaps it's that you don't end up going to another situation that ends up being, you know, having your dreams dashed, your hopes dashed, if you will. It's like you go in happy, you go in expecting and looking for the best. You know, you got your heart on your sleeve almost kind of energy. You're befriending everyone, and before you know it, it seems like everyone's turning against you. And you're not wanting to, you know, work at a situation any longer because you don't feel like your value and worth is not being honored or seen any longer, if it ever was to begin with, perhaps, you know. So I see you not working towards this situation any longer and making a plan, a very good plan, because Knight of Pentacles may be, you know, slow, but you're going to make sure you cover all the bases. You're going to make sure that you're happy is what I hear. All right, Five of Swords in reverse. You're definitely not going to let anybody mind fuck you any longer is what I heard. Absolutely with that, because we know where that gets us, all right? Throws us off our throne, and we are ready to definitely cut away whatever we need to with that King of Swords energy and the Athame. On guard is what I heard, all right? So cutting ties, yep, you definitely may in fact be doing that. Let me know down in the comments and how this may be resonating for you. Again, I'm going to pull a Lenormand card or two just to get some energy to clarify this a bit further and maybe give you some advice moving forward. So show me what I need to know. Yeah, I do feel like you've got these mice working against you. You know, it's like maybe even some of them, you know, sent you flowers or something when you weren't feeling well or something like that. Even the people that tried to be nice to you, right? It's like rolling the dice. Do you take a chance with these people who, yes, can be nice at times perhaps, but for the most part, you don't really know what to expect from them, right? You may feel like you have to put the cross up like a vampire, you know, those energy vampires, and you may just be tired of dealing with that, having to always watch your back and put up your energy shield and protection every time you go into work because you just know what to expect, you know? We got the bird energy. Definitely you may have a lot of chickens, birds as they like to call them, around. And it's almost like they like to try to hold you down or keep you, you know, from moving forward, having progress, right? So 12 energy. Let's read this card and see what it has to say and if it gives us any additional information. What's on top? Just curious. Yeah, sarcophagus energy. That's almost like the death energy, if you will. Anubis. Definitely call in protection of Anubis, especially if you are in this period where you feel like you're transitioning in a lot of ways, especially in, you know, just feeling like you're going to need to make some big decisions or some big moves coming up here, and you need that protection in place as you're doing so, you know what I mean? All right, so the birds card says a phone call or text or a date. That is how I communicate. I am in meetings or interviews. Ooh, so definitely you could be having an interview coming up. It looks like this is going to go well for you. And I like to negotiate. I can be your sibling, lover, or mate. Couples is what I indicate. So negotiate for sure. Don't take the first offer on the table ever. This card may be symbolic of a jabber, gossip, or the passing of information of a positive kind, as ever dependent on the cards and which accompany it is found. Many voices, ooh, and interesting because we're talking about the throat chakra today. So many voices together are louder than one. So you may be rallying together with others too to call somebody out or to be a whistleblower or something of that nature. It is also the modern view of crowdsourcing or mass communication. It can be as simple as an announcement that travels quickly or is distributed widely. This too is the ever-growing world of Facebook and Twitter communication. Ooh, so you could be hearing something on social media, Instagram. This card may appear literal tweeting. There may, however, be miscommunication with the Chinese whispers effect. In fairy tales, characters are sometimes given the ability to understand the language of the birds, and it could be that the card signifies a misunderstanding. All right, so maybe some kind of misunderstanding going on. In any case, you're going to have to let me know how this all plays out, whether it's on social media, something comes out at work that you discover. I am very interested to know. All right, guys, you ready to get an answer to your question? Let's do it, shall we? In 3, 2, and 1. And the answer I'm getting at this time, my dear, is a no. Blessings to each and every one of you. I truly appreciate you all and thank you for being here. I do pray that you got messages that will be helpful for you, but definitely do what you feel is necessary. Keep those boundaries up and cut those ties where you need to. All right, guys, love you so much. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and bell notifications. See you soon, and bye for now.